dragon watches the Middle East burn. Beijing stands before deadly choices as the closed Strait of Hormuz chokes its economy. Yet, America's exhaustion is a golden opportunity. The collapse of Tehran is China's nightmare today, for a successor regime might lean toward Washington. Supporting Iran has become a strategic necessity. How will China play its hidden cards? This is the dragon's dance on the edge of a volcano. Behind the high red walls of the Zhongnanhai complex, the top leadership of the Communist Party cannot hear the explosions rocking Tehran. But their strategic tremors strike the heart of Beijing with violence. For President Xi Jinping, Washington's epic fury operation is not just a passing crisis. It is the most dangerous geopolitical stress test for China's global ambitions. China is torn, caught between the hammer of painful economic loss and the anvil of historic strategic gain. On one hand, as the world's largest oil importer, a Gulf inferno threatens its industrial lifeblood. On the other, it sees a golden trap that has swallowed its American rival, forcing the Pentagon back into the Middle Eastern swamp it fought so hard to escape. Let's speak the language of cold facts. China's fatal weakness is a narrow stretch of water only 39 kilometers wide, the Strait of Hormuz. According to data from 2024 and 2025, China imports 11.3 million barrels of crude oil daily. The catastrophe? Over 50% comes directly from the Gulf. If Iran chokes the passage with mines and suicide boats, Chinese factories suffocate. Rerouting tankers adds 14 days to the journey, spiking insurance costs by over 300%. China's economy, already struggling with a property crisis, cannot afford an energy shock. This is the Malacca dilemma in its purest form. But beneath the diplomatic concern, there is a silent strategic euphoria in Beijing. Why? The insane exhaustion of the American empire. For years, the Pentagon planned to pivot to Asia to contain China. That plan is now in ruins. The war in Iran has forced Washington to empty its Pacific Command. Aircraft carriers, F-35 squadrons, and THAAD missile systems have been pulled from the Pacific and thrown into the Middle East. The numbers are staggering. The U.S. military is burning nearly $1 billion a day, firing a $9 million interceptor just to down a $20,000 Iranian drone. This is the greatest strategic gift ever given to China. For Beijing, Iran is not just a gas station. It is a strategic fortress, a geopolitical wall preventing American hegemony from surrounding Central Asia. The 25-year strategic partnership is not just paper. It's a $400 billion commitment. Iran is the cornerstone of the Belt and Road Initiative. It is the only land bridge connecting China to Europe without passing through waters controlled by the U.S. Navy. If Iran falls, the bridge collapses. How does China support Iran in secret? Through a life support system of ghost fleets and smuggled oil. Despite sanctions, Chinese refineries buy over 1 million barrels of Iranian oil daily, settling payments in yuan. They provide dual-use technology. While they don't send tanks, they send the brains of the weapons. Precise electronic chips, sensors, and encrypted access to the Beidou navigation system, giving Iranian missiles a blind accuracy that Washington cannot easily jam. As Sun Tzu said, the supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. In 2026, Beijing is applying this rule. China pays the temporary price of inflation, while watching Washington drown in a war of attrition. When the dust settles, the dragon will emerge from the shadows as the only winner of a global war where it never had to fire a single shot.